Hello, my fellow humans. Welcome back to another daily dice where we ask the dice for a message and find out what that is. I want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this journey. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and space with you. And for anybody new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience together, and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. Should these messages happen to resonate with you, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. And with that being said, today we are going to get a message from your heart, from your heart chakra. This is the Self-Love Oracle by Akal Pritam that I'm using today. Love this deck. So let's go ahead and find out. Source, what Self-Love Oracle card will help us better understand the message from my fellow human's heart chakra? What Self-Love Oracle card will help us better understand the self-love message from my fellow human's heart chakra? One card, please. Okay, that's the one. Thank you. All right. Change with miracle on the bottom. It says the truth is you are everything. And this is the throat chakra energy coming through here. This is third eye. So connecting with your truth. Let's see what comes through, source. What is the message for my fellow human's heart chakra? What does it want them to know? What is the message for my fellow human's heart chakra today, source? Okay, so we've got the 11th house, the moon card, or the moon card, and Aries. We've got the moon and Aries. All right, so there's something here about the community or the people that you're surrounding yourself with. I do feel like there's a lot of aggressive energies that are surrounding you, that are trying to make you feel small, or that are just weighing really heavily on your heart right now, right? And it could be even family with the moon here, right? This could be reminiscent of family traumas that you experienced growing up. But it feels really aggressive. Like, this does not feel like a good energy that's around you right now. The message from your heart is just reminding you that it's so important to come back to self, right? Like, even though we're very social creatures and we want to have a supportive community, we want to have people in our lives that help lift us up, and we want to lift others up, that sometimes it takes us time to get to that place because we're clearing out those generational curses. We're clearing out codependent nature within us. We're letting go of the mood swings and the passive aggressive energy that is either ours or that is someone else's that has been projected onto us. Whatever that is that we're letting that go. But it does feel like there's been someone here in competition with you, and I feel like that's so silly. Yeah, I had this other question the other day. Is like, you ever wake up and feel like you were entered into a competition that you didn't want to be in with someone that you never, ever imagined you'd be in with? And that's kind of this energy that's coming through. It's like you were entered into a competition that you knew nothing about, and you didn't even want to be in competition with this person in the first place. And so with change and miracle coming out on the bottom in this spread of dice, it really feels like what's happening here is that your heart chakra is asking you to change, because it feels like the situation outside of you cannot change, or it will not change, right? There's like some sort of refusal here, and we can't change our situations to change ourselves, right? And that's sometimes really hard because it's like, well, why can't people just take accountability for themselves? Why can't people just own up to where they are? And why can't people just do what they need to do? Why do I always have to be the one to do it? And it's just saying that that's the way it works. It's like you're the one that makes change, and then that change is what reflects out to everyone else. And then people get to decide from there whether or not they're really interested in changing their own lives, or if they're not. Some people will, some people won't. But not everybody's in a place to take accountability, because we were raised in a society that actually does not take accountability for a lot of things, right? Including self. To take accountability for self is a very powerful, powerful place to come from. But there are a lot of people out there that would just rather lay blame and project and just be in their dark energies and their toxic energies. And that's what it feels like. You're surrounded by someone or a group of people right now, and you're being really loving, and they have nothing to give to you. but they're still trying to bait you and get your energy, and your heart is asking you to change in a way that's compassionate for yourself. Like, you've shown so much compassion to everyone else. When are you going to show some compassion to yourself? Give yourself that self-love. Yeah, so Source, what is the message from my fellow human's heart chakra today? What would it like them to know? This one definitely wants to come out. Okay, almost exploded the deck there. There we go. What else, Source? What else would you like to tell them? Okay. Oh, this one wants to be first. Does not usually happen that way, but when I moved it, they said no. So that one wants to be first. And on the bottom, we've got the Five of Wands. And this is in the upright. It's just showing that you will regain balance after a difficult situation. Like, you're designed to regain this balance. Okay, like, you're not going to be stuck here for forever. Look, the moon did actually come out. It wanted to peek out, and we've got the moon in the reverse. This is something that feels really dangerous. Like, to change yourself, to change the way you show up, it feels really dangerous. And maybe this is because you're an empath and you feel how people are. Like, anytime you make a shift, it's like this person or these people suddenly like attack you, or they make you feel really guilty, or they try to put it on you like it's all your fault. And this is saying that, like, it feels very dangerous, but it's also subconscious and it's not yours to carry, right? And so there's a lot of secrets behind closed doors that you might not be seeing about these people. Maybe they're doing it intentionally. They don't have to be. Maybe they are doing it subconsciously, but we see here, interesting, we've got the King of Wands and the Three of Wands, both in the reverse. Yeah. Right now, with the King of Wands, it's showing that you're your own worst enemy, even though you do have manipulators around you, right? And that might seem strange. It might seem counterintuitive. It's like, well, if they're manipulating me, then they're the ones that are creating all this turbulence in my life. Well, if we know that someone's manipulating us, then it's our job to ensure that we're protecting ourselves. We cannot leave it up to them and chance that they'll figure it out. They haven't so far. And chances that they will are very slim. I'm not saying it won't happen, but I'm just saying, like, we can't just leave that to chance. We can't just say, like, oh, well, I'm a good person, they should just figure it out, right? This is self-sabotage. It's like, you don't want to even face the fact that they're being manipulative. Just like, I'm just going to turn my back and let them figure it out. But your heart chakra here is asking you to take action for yourself. It's asking you to stand up. We got all Wands cards in your reading, right? There's just like a lack of passion here. It's almost like you just have no drive right now because of how heavy this situation is. And this person is feeling that, or I keep saying this person because it feels like one really huge energy, but with the 11th house, this could be a community around you. This could be a family. This could be friends. It could be a lot of people. It could be coworkers. Feels like there's just a lot of this energy around you right now. It's like these people are picking up on the fact that, like, you're slowing down, or the fact that you're not giving as much as you used to. And that is that self-sabotage. And they feel like they're in control right now, and they're going to start putting the pressure on you even more. And your heart chakra is saying, like, this is a time for you to change. What do you need? What do you want? And how can you give that to yourself? How can you show up like that for yourself, right? How can you change in this? The truth is, you are everything. Okay, and we have the moth up here. And the moth is all about dealing with the shadow aspect within ourselves. It's not easy, but it is simple, right? It is simple. And we will get there if we choose to open up to that. All right, let's get some archetypes out. Please give us some archetypes for this energy, Source. Okay, I feel like I want to get one more. Yeah, I feel like these people sense that you're struggling, but there's also an energy here. It's like when you choose to pull back to yourself, regardless of how much work you're putting out, it's not about that. This is all about dealing with the shadow side within yourself, right? And when you do that, they're going to feel your absence. They're going to feel you pulling back. And so again, they're going to put on more pressure, and that pressure is going to shift. For them, it's going to shift because they're wanting to manipulate you. So they're going to act like they really care, like, what's wrong? What's going on? Like, how can I help? And that's where your heart chakra is saying, like, it's just It's up to you to love yourself. It's up to you to encourage yourself right now. And that seems so lonely, seems so frustrating. Why can't I get the support that I need or that I desire in my life? But if we're not supporting and loving ourselves, right, we can't ask someone else to do that for us. And so that's what your heart chakra is asking you to pull back and reconnect with, giving yourself that courage. Virgin energy, we have maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit, and the shadow is fear of intimate union. So we see here, you are very pure, right? You are a good person. You have a pure heart. You have pure intentions. But then there's people around you who are afraid of that connection and afraid of how pure you are. And it's easier to keep you at arm's distance. And it's easier to not love you the way that you need because they're not capable of loving themselves the way that they need. So there is this energy coming through where they're keeping you at arm's length, but for their own safety of not getting hurt and not getting drawn in. Child, orphan. Again, this could be family. We have independence based on learning to go it alone. Conquering the fear of surviving. Says the shadow are feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. This is something that's not meant to be easy. This is really about drawing back to yourself and grounding yourself in your own reality and taking pride that you can encourage yourself. And then we have the artist, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. And the shadow is using talents as an excuse to mistreat others. Posing as a starving artist to elicit pity. So it's just, and look at this red coming through here. Again, red with the wands, red. Right? There's a lot of red. It's all about coming back into grounding yourself. I'm surprised I didn't get root chakra energy over here, but I feel like it's so much deeper than your root chakra. This is something that's affecting you at the heart. This is the heart of the matter. This is the root cause, the heart of the matter. So this is about you really opening up and letting go of something that's been holding you back for a long time, something that is reoccurring. It comes around time and time again, and it makes you feel like you keep making less and less progress. Yeah, it's hiding, cheating, concealment, misleading, right? So these people, they're lying to you, they're cheating, they're misleading you, they're concealing themselves, but I also feel like this emotional wound is doing this to you. Okay? It's time to trust your intuition here and to know you don't have to hide from yourself anymore. Seek guidance, help, miracle, right? What we have miracle twice, change and miracle on the bottom here. So source is trying to bring in a miracle for you. Your heart is trying to connect you with that love to open up to the miracles that can potentially be. Let's get another answer oracle here. Countryside. Okay, so we have agriculture, irrigation, harvest, and rent. This is about you harvesting what it is that you've planted, the seeds that you planted. But if you let other people convince you that you're not worthy, or if you let other people derail you from your progress, you're the only one that's standing in your way. But it's easy to point that out, that it's other people, right? Like, well, they're like this, or they're doing that, or they're manipulators, or they're narcissists, or they're projecting, or they're doing this. But if we're not taking accountability for ourselves and we're putting it on everyone else, we're the only ones that are stagnating our journey. Run, chase, escape, and seek, right? So instead of running away, it's time to stand your ground and seek guidance, seek help. We have ignore, yeah, focus, detox, overlook. So someone could be ignoring you here. It's time for you to detox from their energy and to evolve, transformation, reinvent, and new beginnings, to grow from this. It's not easy. The steps getting there are simple, but they're not easy. And that's frustrating, right? Because like we'd much rather it be easy, but that's just not the way that it is. Okay, let's get a dragon oracle here. We have Cheridwin and Balduin with seek the wonders around you and honor this incarnation. The here and now is the stage on which you will encounter and learn to love yourself. This is crown chakra energy. We have the number 22, which is trusting the process. Trusting that this is all a part of the process to help ground you into this reality. And then we have Zadkiel and Graza Lu with 26. The time for being passive and accepting begins now. Let go of all desires. Be patient and prepared. The right moment will come. Everything has its time. Connecting with your heart, right? That's part of being passive, is connecting with our heart space and letting us really open up to that. And that's always like when it's talking about taking action, it's almost like it's like a paradox, right? Like we have to take action by connecting with ourselves in meditation, in stillness, and creativity. And it's those moments that really hone in that presence within us that things begin to unravel and healing begins. So let's take a look at your card. We have self-devotion, the third eye chakra. This is a very clear message with number 24 here. And then you got 34 on the bottom. So this is a very clear message about you coming into this space of loving yourself so much that no one can derail your progress. No one can take you away from your journey, because you know who you are. It says, give yourself a chance every day. What do I need? What is my heart asking for? Ask yourself this many times throughout the day, and you're going to see a shift in your energy. Says this card suggests that you've been asking more of yourself and you want to rise above your fears and bad habits to serve others as your heart asks. You can indeed be a gift to everyone you meet. You can give hope, an image of grace, inspiration, and elevation. To do this requires self-devotion practices that ensure you know how to command your mind so you don't pollute your projection with any negative thoughts or words. When you care deeply enough about yourself to take full responsibility for living your life to the fullest, you are ready to commit to self-enrichment and gratitude for your true self practice. This commitment will create an inner trust and build resilience to disease and disharmony within your 10 bodies. Okay, and then it says the suggested practice is the morning practice of sadhana brings conscious energy and exponential spiritual growth into your whole life. It is a daily prayer that is said by you, for you. This is not a religious practice. You do not worship anything outside of yourself. Rather, it is a practice of self-devotion. This practice is not done to please anybody or gain something. It is what you intuitively know you must do to serve others. Live long and fulfill your creative destiny. Sadhana is ideally practiced in the ambrosial hours, the 2.5 hours just before sunrise, to give you the best results. It can be whatever meditation, prayer, exercise you do consistently, one that dissolves fears and charges you positively. Before you begin practice, it's ideal to brush your teeth, wash, a cold shower is ideal, and bless yourself. When you become skilled on your own self-hypnosis, you give yourself a chance to continuously be creative, kind, and radiate grace. So this is all about coming back to yourself. Forget about what's going on outside of you right now, because it is heavy. It is heavy, and they know that, right? And they're trying to help you understand that. So we do have the third eye chakra here with Ajna. That was the last one for the third eye chakra before it went over to Sahasrara. Yeah, so the crown chakra with self-devotion. So this is about you growing and coming into that space of just truly taking accountability for your actions in this moment and knowing that no one else has control outside of you. But if you give that power away by saying, oh, well, it's because they're manipulators, or it's because they did this, or it's because they did that, then you're not standing in your truth and you're not standing in your power. And that's what your heart message says, is that I want you to come back to your power, and I want you to be guided by this third eye energy that we have, because when we connect our third eye to our heart, we're living in a state of alignment, and that alignment is so powerful. Okay, so this is what I see here for you. If you feel like this is your message, leave the little third eye emoji down below and say, I choose to come into a space of self-devotion and take full accountability for my every move. And if it resonated with you, it means so much to me if you're to like, comment, and subscribe below. If you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find everything you need in the description box. It's there you'll find out how to reach out to me for a personal reading, and also how you can join as a member of the channel. And with that, I do want to take a quick second to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides, all for coming together to give us this powerful message. And until next time, stay human. Bye.